Live streaming is on.
And we are a go.
All right.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the August 3rd, 2022 meeting of the Pennsylvania Pirate Party. I am Drew Bingaman, your captain. With us, we have a special guest, Alex. Let you introduce yourself.
How's it going? My name's Alex. I am the chairperson of the Stair Party of the United States, and I love what the pirates are doing, and I want to make sure that to keep in the loop, so to speak, and make sure that we can collaborate in any opportunity possible. Us third parties got to stick together. So, first,
Ed, you want to identify for us?
Hi, Ed Quiggle from Sunbury, Pennsylvania.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
That's good enough. That's fine.
Yeah.
Do I also have a role? I forget. Do I have like some kind of role for the?
You do. I think you do.
I think
We needed to fill some roles. I don't remember. What did we give you?
Was it scribe or
No,
something like, or no?
Well, I know you're our alternate for
Maybe
the
it
for the
was-
National Party.
Yeah, alternate. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't
All
know
right,
if there
that's
was another one or not.
we'll have to figure that out. We'll have to look at our back notes and figure that out. Yeah, we are super organized here in the PA Pirate Party. Johnny.
Hi, I'm John Robinson, and I am the secretary of the Pirate Party of Pennsylvania.
So, speaking of needing some volunteers, outreach is probably our biggest discussion. Johnny, it sounded like you had something to say about that.
Well, I had some thoughts on the subject.
Okay.
All right. The most effective and I suspect cheapest way we can do outreach is to make enough noise to draw attention to ourselves. We should be putting out press releases regularly.
Okay.
Press releases on our reaction to things in politics, press releases on our position, on issues of the day, that sort of thing. We should be getting our name in front of reporters and people who receive press releases as often as is seemly. We should be publishing regular posts on the blog and sharing them that are those press releases, essentially. We need to be putting out positions, need to be getting our name out there. We should also take a page from two of the most influential entities in politics and popular culture today, Fox News and Vermin Supreme.
Okay.
I expected more reaction to that, but
No, I mean you got me. I'm listening.
okay. Vermin's genius is the satirical, theatrical quality of his campaigns.
Agreed.
We should think about that because we can be satirical and we can be theatrical. Hell, we're pirates. I mean, so we should definitely give some idea to stuff we can do. I'm not sure what that would be. We can't go as big as Vermin because, quite frankly, he's better at it than I could ever. Or any of us could ever.
Doing it forever, right?
Yeah,
we're doing it for a long time. So,
Did any of you guys see those videos that Vermin did? I don't remember if it was 2016 or 2012, but it was during one of his presidential runs. He did a video series, like an educational video series, and I think one or two of the videos they looked at all the different voting methods. Like they covered like instant runoff and all the different ones, and I thought that was really interesting, really well done video, and I definitely think that's a very interesting way to to educate people is through the way he did, those videos. I thought was pretty interesting. Anybody else catch those?
I don't recall those. I know I've seen a ton of his videos, but I don't recall those in particular.
I think they were called Learning with Vermin, if I remember.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go see if I can find them. I am kind of hooked in with the Vermin camp, so I could see what I could find there.
The other thing that we should be doing, we should be picking fights.
Okay, I'm listening. I like it.
We need to keep track of what the Democrats and Republicans are doing, and then when they do something that we can jump on them for, we need to jump on them for officially on letterhead and shit like that.
Oh, see, I thought you were gonna say we should be fighting with Keystone and the Libertarian Party.
No.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
No.
probably not a good fight to pick.
I mean, there's legitimate fights to pick there, but
Yes. But to quote one of my favorite humorists growing up, that'd be like two donkeys fighting over a turnip. Who cares?
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah,
want
that's
to pick
true.
fights. We want to pick fights with people who get angry at us. And we want people angry with us because when the right people are angry at you, it's one of the best advertisers you can ever get. We want Republican chapters and right-wing and left-wing influencers going, the Pirate Party is a moral threat that must be obliterated. We want to show up as the scare piece. We want to show up as the scare piece of Tucker Carlson. We want to be there.
That's interesting. That's an interesting take on that.
Maybe we can't get to Tucker Carlson, but we can get to local blowhards. We can get to people who will get hysterical about us and be vocal about that, which is great advertising for us because you're known by your enemies, quite frankly. If the only people who were angry at libertarians was the Stalinist Appreciation League, we'd be in a much better position.
So as our Twitter, you've got the Twitter account, right, Johnny?
Yes.
So are you going to pick fights with Doug Mastriano or?
The thing is,
I mean, there's so much material there. Like, really,
I would prefer to do something less off the cuff, like write out a 500-word thing attacking Mastriano, and then post that link.
Well, that's fine with me.
Yeah. So I'm going to be thinking about that. And we should think about, like I said, position papers regularly, like weekly would be ideal, about issues of the day. And we should definitely address any state or local to us issue as members of the Pirate Party. So we should writing letters to newspapers, and we should be issuing press releases about the local things, because it does us less good to make a position paper on, say, border security than it does on abortion or any of the other things that are going to try to take away the Supreme Court or fracking. So we should be getting our name out attached to those things.
Right. Things that actually affect Pennsylvania.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which, I mean, the border stuff really doesn't really.
It's one or two removed from us.
Yeah. we're a step or so away from that. I mean, the thing is more for us is more the sanctuary city type stuff, like endorsing that.
Although we do share technically we share a border with Canada.
I mean, that's true through the Great Lake. I mean, but we're not. I mean.
Well, actually, one thing where that might we might be relevant for us is the I can't remember the exact number, but do you recall the there was some, I don't know if it's Department of Homeland Security or the Border Patrol, but they had that 150-mile or something zone where they basically could search you without a warrant and all.
Yeah,
you remember? I think the ACLU put it out.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The 100-mile no Bill of Rights radius.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that still a thing, or is Okay.
ICE doesn't lost any of their power to police or arrest. So yeah, that's still a thing.
Is there anything on that currently? Like, is there anybody fighting anything about that currently? Like, that's in the like on the docket or anything?
Not that I know of, which doesn't mean a darn thing. There probably
Right.
is, but I don't
Right.
know.
All right. That is definitely something to keep in mind, though. That as far as the border control goes.
Right.
So I like all these. I like these ideas.
Question is like, do you guys have the infrastructure to actually do it? Like,
we have the infrastructure. I think the bigger question is, do we have the manpower and the time to put into it? Because posting this stuff and getting it out there is not really the issue. It's more the issue of who's going to write it and who's going to take the time to do it.
All right, I'm making a pledge.
You're making a pledge. Okay.
Yes, I will have something written by next week.
Okay.
On something pertinent to the Pennsylvania Pirate Party. Maybe we could review it and then decide next week if we want to send it out. Then we can start getting a mailing list set up and send it out. Do
we want to, aside from our regular meetings, do we want to have a brainstorming session on this stuff?
Sure, that'd be great.
I'm up for that.
Okay. And because we can share this stuff too. I mean, we can obviously share the documents so that we can work on them here on one of the on either here or in the Google Meet. So do you have a proposed date and time? You want to do that?
Monday or Tuesdays would be good. Maybe this upcoming Monday.
Okay. The 8th?
Yes, that sounds right.
Okay. Time? I know you like later.
8 or 8:15 would be ideal.
8:15? Give you some time to get yourself together. Ed, does that work for you?
Yep. And would that be here on Jitsi or?
Yeah, we can leave this same link. We can keep
All right.
use the same link. 8:15, August 8.
I just realized you guys don't have your Twitter on the Pennsylvania Pirates website. Like the Facebook button there, Reddit buttons there, YouTube button, but not the Twitter.
Huh. I'll have to do something about that.
Let's see.
And unfortunately, the top result for the Pennsylvania Pirate Party is the old Twitter. So.
That's the problem.
It might be good to put that on your website so people don't get you confused and follow the wrong account.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we
because
also have our Discord on there, but it's showing it up as a star instead of.
Yeah, there was an issue with that. That's the invite to the national Discord.
Oh, all right.
We don't have a Discord that's our own. There's a sub under the United States Pirate Party Discord that has a Pennsylvania section that I've been using.
All right. And I've been on our Reddit that we have.
Yeah.
Subreddit.
So what? So that's another question. Johnny, have you been able to get logged into the website to be able to make changes?
I haven't tried.
Okay.
I liked how the platform was, so I didn't.
Okay.
Right. Could you text me the login information again? You have to say it over the air.
I will have to. Yeah, I'll have to look it up and get it out for you. I will do that. I'll get that to you tonight.
Okay. So should we tell Brianna to add our Twitter feed?
Yeah. See if we can. Yeah, if we can do that to the social links.
Okay.
Yeah.
My God. Oh, they really went all out.
Who's that?
There was this rant. So, I mean, I check on like the people that follow accounts on the Stare Party account on Twitter, because usually sometimes it's accounts that look at you and like the basic idea of what your account is, so they follow you. So I always look into the accounts, and this one, like, they have like a chapter it's a national party, but they have a chapter in Minnesota, which I'm assuming the people that started the national organization started the chapter. And they put a lot of money into like posters and everything. It is, I mean, for a small team, they did a good job. Last time I was here, I do remember the talk of kind of like setting up tables at events. And I think that would probably be your best bet when it comes to conversion rates of people that are interested. Social media always has a horrible conversion rate.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a good idea to post on. I think you should post on Twitter at least every day, just to let people know you're alive. Because if I see an inactive account, I just think, oh, the party's gone. It's dead. The organization is dead because they don't have anyone running their account, which is like one of the most basic things to have staff for. But I like the idea of like setting up tables and stuff. I remember when I worked under an organization and I was an event marketer and I, did the pitch and everything to people. Much better results trying to getting people to sign up and stuff than through social media. So I think that is a really good. I think that idea from the last meeting. I don't know what events for parties there are in Pennsylvania, but that would be a good opportunity.
So doing tabling events generally a lot of times will go with your candidates, which I expect that obviously I will have a handful next year. I'm hoping.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least there's going to be me. So,
and
and you're running too? Good.
Oh, not I guess not next year. I'm sorry. My term's up in like 3 more years.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can run for something else. You can run for something a little bit
That's
higher. What are you elected as right now, Johnny?
I am an auditor.
You're an auditor. Okay. Well, is there a borough councilor or something like that up next year?
I should check. I'll check.
Yeah, that'd be a good. Are you in a borough or are you in a city?
I think we're a borough. If you can get lower than a borough, that's where I am. It may be a thorp.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you're in a borough, it's just as easy to get on the ballot as auditor. It's basically it's generally 10 to 25 signatures. Mm-hmm. So you shouldn't be any trouble to get on for like borough council. We've done that a lot. We've done a lot of borough councils in our area here. So the problem with my city is it's a city and you need at least 125 signatures. So it's a lot harder to, it bumps it up quite a bit. The effort level goes up quite a bit once you start talking about the city council. Right. But borough council, or borough or township council, they're both generally easy. So those are good. Those are good things to get on the ballot for in order to be able to talk about the issues in your town. Like if because if you're on the ballot for auditor, there's not really a whole lot of things you can use your free media for. So yeah. So that goes along with the tabling. If there was any large, my problem is everything that I have seen so far that is coming up that is like a political gathering where they're like, the freedom people, it's all a bunch of right-wing assholes. Like it's all calling Pennsylvania patriots, stop the steal, fix the election. It's like, God damn it.
Well, here's the thing, right? Here's my theory.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they're not racist or homophobic, then I think there's opportunity to strike. You got to take what you can get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
And I've had a lot of conversations with people that one of the biggest things that I've seen when it comes to discussing the 2020 election that I've used, that I really like, that has been the most successful thing to me when discussing and trying to get people on common ground, because I think everyone can get behind more of a especially who you're talking to, especially those people at those patriots, those type of patriot gatherings, however they refer to themselves. Like, for example, we have the Berks County Patriots. Those people would get behind privacy laws, no problem. You could probably sell them right there. And when it comes to like, oh, what are your thoughts about the 2020 election? Blah, blah, blah. Trump, the election got stolen. I usually just say, I wouldn't be surprised if there was election corruption at all. I wouldn't be surprised of it because the two-party system, both parties actively endorse corrupt practices in order to stay in power. And because no one trusts those institutions, there's sort of a de-escalation that happens because of it. And you start to get people on the same page. So I don't know. I from what I've seen, as long as those people are accepting of individuals that are of a different sexuality or race or culture or ethnicity, I don't have any issues, tabling up there. I mean, I think we've discussed before of tabling together, and I think that'd be a fantastic opportunity. So,
So I have one thing I know, things during the summer that in Pennsylvania, and I think we've probably talked about this before, is at least with the National Pirate Party is there's pride events too all summer long. A lot of those have tabling options where you can set up a vendor table, and you're not selling anything, and a lot of them will give you a cheap rate for the table if they have space. And I'm actually considering doing that for the one in my county later this month. I just have to try and see if I can get enough stuff together to have a table to be worthwhile.
Yeah.
So that's where that's the other part of things, is that we're still gathering and creating the type of stuff that you'd have at a tabling event.
We need more stuff. And I'm working on some of that.
Yeah, that's all good.
And I know the National Party is also working on stuff like that too, so that we can have more handouts and things. Ed, did you have something?
I think we one of the previous meetings we had talked about tabling at BloomCon, the hacker conference at Bloomsburg University.
Mm-hmm.
I did look into it. That's held in the spring. They do have so they have sponsorships for organizations that want to table there, and they have the lowest level one is for nonprofits, and that's $200 for booth space, and you'll get listed on the website, and you get a badge. But that's I think in March, so that's quite a bit off. But do you think we would? That's something we would want to do. I think probably like around January or February we would is when we would need to make a decision on it. But
I'd definitely be interested in that. I know it's yeah, I would definitely be interested in that if we can. We need to keep that on the radar and bring that back up. That would be a good in that area too. That would be talking to a lot of college level hacker types. So yeah, that's a good place to table.
Something I will state when it comes to tabling is, from my experience, you need when it came to trying to sell a leaf gutter protector, you needed the leaf gutter protector, a sign up sheet for people that were interested, and maybe a brochure. And if you want to look more professional, a tablecloth. I mean, I bought a tablecloth for myself just in case if I ever need a table for the stair party, like a custom one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have if you're planning to buy a flag, that could also work as a tablecloth. What I did that could possibly help you guys in the right direction, maybe, is for my chapters who were like wondering, how exactly do you want me to sell the party, like for these people? How do you want me to talk about it? And I said, well, basically you sell it the way you want to, as long as you're not going too off the rails. And I went into the specifics about that. But what it culminated with is just basically a small document saying what are the basic principles of the party. And that could possibly help you, because that could possibly help, with, oh, what's the Pirate Party of Pennsylvania? Oh, yeah. Well, here's something with our principles and a QR code where our website is. And I mean, A4 paper is not as expensive as like a custom brochure from Vistaprint.
Yeah, I have one that I actually created. I created a trifold that actually fit, that was able to be printed on regular 8.5 by 11. So, I think I need to update a few items in it. It's one that I was using when I was passing out at the Libertarian Convention in March. And it is black and white printer friendly. So I'm going to go back to revisit that trifold, to check to see that, get everything, all of our links and everything updated on it. Because we have a lot more stuff now than we did when I created it. So, yeah, I'm gonna get that updated, and that's something I'm also gonna put a link to on the website. And I'm going to put a link to, what the hell else was I gonna put a link to? Oh, I created a link to the No Safe Harbor PDF download.
I saw that.
Yeah, that most of the US Pirate Party links to the download for that have kind of gone ghosty. So when I got myself a copy of it, I just said, the heck with it. I'm going to put a link on our website. So, and I also have a copy. I also have maybe I'll link Swarmwise too, because I have that. And that's also open source, or, it's free to share. But yeah, no, I think my trifold needs an update. I think, and I will get working on that. But yeah, Ed, keep an eye on the BloomCon stuff. I'll kind of giving that to you to keep an eye on when that's happening. I think you're the one that's closest to that, anyways.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah. Let's see here. So Johnny, you're going to work on position papers, and we're going to brainstorm next week.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm going to see about updating the trifold, and so that we can do some printouts for that. I'm going to also be looking into, and I have looked into it, but I haven't actually pulled the trigger yet on getting a flag made. I like the flag because we do have if we ever do a tent, like a tent type where we have a pop-up, like one of them big square open air tents at a fair or something, flags are good to hang from them. So I will see about working on a flag design.
I think I don't know if we want to use a flag as a tablecloth, as Alex as suggested, only because our flag is mostly black. We don't really have a strong graphic from a far away distance to recognize, sort of thing.
Well, it depends. If I get a rainbow one, it'll be.
Well, that's true. It'd be more colorful at least.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
I was thinking actually that like if on a table, I'd use it to hang from the front of the table.
Okay.
That would be my use for that. I'd hang the flag from the front of the table.
I do agree with tablecloths. In general, for a table that does look classy, but maybe not the power.
You could just get a normal tablecloth, like just a normal white tablecloth, or a black tablecloth, since that's literally your party color. I mean, those are pretty cheap. You could just get one of those and then put the flag in front, and there you go. That's a right then and there,
Yeah.
If you want, I made a flag for my party, and I bought from this website. It's pretty cheap. I think it was around $30 for the custom flag, 3x5.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that here. I'll save that link.
Made in the USA.
All right. I assume that was a one-sided design.
Nope, double-sided.
Oh, it was double-sided. Okay, because one-sided designs are cheaper. And depending on how you're gonna use it, it might make sense to just get 2 one-sided flags instead of 1 double-sided. But
I always double-side my flags. It's more durable.
Okay. It's good to know. Does anybody have anything else on outreach?
No.
Okay.
I'll make an enemies list for us.
You make an enemies list. That's a good idea. Johnny makes an enemies list for us, and top it with Doug Mastriano because he's a shitbag. That's for the record. He is an insane person that is not fit for office.
The following statements are indeed endorsed by the Pennsylvania Pirate Party.
Yeah, that's. I think unless either of you guys wants to disagree with me, Doug Mastriano is officially an insane person that should probably be put away into a mental hospital.
I have no disagreements here.
All right, it's good to know that we are in solidarity with the Stair Party on that item.
Dude, any establishment person, you're not gonna hear any of me like the most vile stuff. You can send it away. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Sure, I can get behind that.
I think I'm gonna probably drop in with the national guys. They've been workshopping some documents, like some handouts, things like that. I don't know what all they've been doing because I haven't been involved. So I'm gonna drop in with them to find out what they're doing, where they're at. Maybe I can see what they've done, because that could also help us with stuff, if we pirate their work. Yeah. Well, I know they've been talking about our platform, so
very spiffy platform.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have some actions here. Johnny, you have some actions here. Ed, you have some actions to keep on BloomCon. Let me see what I got else here. Anything else? Does anybody have anything else for this official meeting?
One thing, if we're talking about redoing the trifold, designed to consider maybe door hangers, a really condensed door hanger.
Door hanger, like a thing that you put on a door, like those things that like the do not disturb.
Yeah, but they're also used for advertisements quite often.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm looking at. Okay, I think I've seen this on my car or on my house before.
So yeah, like a rat card with a cutout.
Yeah,
basically.
It's a possibility.
Well, we can always see if we can try to
Right.
condense things to a rack card size, and if you can do that, then you can probably make a door hanger.
That's really hard to do for a party with like. It was hard for me to put like the principles of my party on a piece of paper that was A4 size. So like, I mean, I can't imagine trying to condense what my party stands for in a door hanger. I mean, it's easier for an advertiser, like let's say, Brother and Co. lawnmowers or Brother and Co. cleaner dry cleaners. Like, you know what they are. It's like, okay, they're a dry cleaner. Let me look up their website on Google, and let me see what they got for dry cleaning. But if I was like to think of like trying to condense something on a door hanger, there might be some struggle with choosing what you want to prioritize of what you want to put on there, to the point where it's things that are like crucial points of the party that you need to explain in order for
You should not have any of those on the door hanger. The door hanger it's sizzle. We don't need steak in there. In fact, steak would weigh it down. We need sizzle and an easy way to get to the steak. You put, what does the Pirate Party of Pennsylvania support? Life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. For more information, QR code.
How much is a door hanger? That's the other thing.
That's the other thing, yeah. And I'm not like being door hanger cheerleader about this. It's just the idea popped in my head, so I wanted to get on the record.
Well, we can certainly work on a format for that.
Yeah.
Ed, you had something?
Seen it used. I was just gonna say I've seen the hangers.
Oh jeez, I gotta take this. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Alex. That's fine. You're fine.
See you later.
Yep.
Bye.
Oh.
Go ahead, Ed. You can finish.
John Hanger was a candidate for governor a few years back, and I remember the local like grassroots supporters, they had some door hangers made, ironically because his last name was Hanger. But yeah, that could be a interesting option for getting the word out.
Yeah, no, that's I like I think sort of what we should do is get some of this stuff and have it in electronic format so that we can have
it out as demanded.
Yeah, that we can do that as needed.
I agree.
Yeah. And now that we're also a lot more fleshed out, with our platform, with our bylaws, with our website, I think there's a lot that those things are going to be a lot more that there's less in flux than there was, like, especially when I created the trifold. So that creating those things now, I think, is going to be having those in the bank, ready to go, or maybe even just with minor changes, that it would behoove us to work on some of that formatting type stuff.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm definitely interested in that, and we can roll that into the brainstorming session next week if we, I will try to have my trifold updated for you guys to take a look at.
Okay.
And then we can also talk about other things like a door hanger or a rack card. And that's just stuff that we can see what we can do and kind of hash that out. So, anything else? Anybody have anything else? I don't know that I didn't have anything else. I mostly wanted to talk about outreach. And we discussed stuff pre-meeting that I wanted to see if anybody had any.
Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
Move to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Do we have one? Ed? I think Ed cut out on us.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. A second.
All right. Well, unless either one of you guys is going to withdraw that, I guess that's because I don't object. I think we're good.
All right.
So,
Talk to you Tuesday.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. Have a good one, guys.
You too. Bye.
All right.